him, did he see Jayden today? He saw Jayden today, but he don't know where Jayden went after he saw her. So that's how the 15-year-old got involved, got into the case. So it's just like I don't understand some of I know that sometimes people can hurt people, and they're saying the fact that the baby is an American and Jayden is Jamaican, the family maltreated him because he's just a local kid in their book, and that is narrative that the public is pushing. So that's why I'm saying there's a lot of stories, a lot of confusion, because everybody's listening to these two interviews and making a complete assessment that might or might not be that way.
Okay, I understand. So there was no point in time that grandma or the mom of the baby left the hospital? And where was the spouse of the
They
grandma?
said they said when the mother came, because she came from, as I said, came from work from the US, she went to the house where she stayed when she come in Jamaica and take a quick bath and went back to the hospital. So that's the time they're saying that she, when she went for that bath, even the stepfather to her stepfather, which is the spouse or whatever to her mother, is saying the way how she came back to the hospital fast, he was wondering how she even take a bath within that time. And they're saying the timeline doesn't match up because the man cannot give them a specific time, because he said he wasn't focusing on the time frame that all this was happening, but he just know that this was happening in the morning. So they're saying the timing isn't adding up. And this is all coming from the public, not the police.
Well, and normally the police aren't going to say what they know, but I know that there's some issues down in Jamaica with policing. So I honestly, like, I don't know. It's really the timeline people would have to confirm. But like, if somebody's trying to cover anything up, right? It's like somebody knows what happened, and it's it could be likely that this family is just has like the complete misfortune that there's somebody, like, the baby gets injured, and then all of a sudden the child who is kind of supervising that child is now missing. It's just
Right.
like, sure, like, coincidences can happen, but also, if there's some kind of form of punishment, what I'm saying is that it could be accidental. And, like, I would be more interested in knowing more about, like, the spouse.
Can
Um,
can can I
and,
ask a
and like,
question, Rhea?
the other pieces,
Rhea,
like, if, yeah,
can I ask you this question? So, all right, into the hospital where Jayden went with the little boy, and do you, from your expertise, could them in the hospital that's questioning him to find out what happened? He's being 12-year-old. They're questioning him. What happened to him? How did his femur break? That's a bone that is in that area. How did it break? Could that have feared him so much so that he feel like he's afraid to go home?
well, for sure, because, like, I know for me, like, I can remember my oldest child was watching my baby on the bed or whatever it was, and he was um so enthralled of watching TV that the baby fell off the bed, right? And so I got mad at my son, and I said, "You're supposed to be watching him and everything else." At the end of the day, should my 8-year-old have been watching a baby for me to go to the kitchen to grab whatever? Probably not, right? But accidents happen. But in the heat of the moment, when an injury like that happens, there's going to be blame. There's going to be, well, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Right? And so if he's feeling some form of guilt because maybe he's now thinking, yeah, he should have been doing that. He shouldn't have been letting him jump off the couch. But again, if he's 12 years old, and there's something on TV that he's watching, that's what he's going to be paying more attention to because he's only 12.
Right. Okay. What they're saying is that he um the last person, they gave two different stories. They said there was a little girl that he gave an umbrella to, and now they're saying it's a boy that saw him last, and the boy saw he went in the Megamart direction. They said there is camera footage to show that he went to Megamart, and he walked up a lonely road. So there's so many questions, and that's why I said they need to not just focus on the family, because him going up that lonely road, somebody could have seen him and see him as an easy target because he's a little boy walking by himself up a lonely road.
So yeah, definitely, definitely that could also be a
Mic check,
consideration, of
mic check.
course. Yeah, I don't know. There
Grant,
just
I don't
seems
know who the police question from who the police didn't question, because the police is not coming forward to basically say what if they have any leads or what they're going on. They're not saying if they're treating it as a homicide. They're not saying if they're treating it as a missing person. The police have not said anything regarding this case, and it is going on 4 weeks now. It is 3 weeks. So that's what everyone is saying. It's time for the police to come out and to give the public uh, a stand where they are. How are they treating the case right now? Is it still a missing person? Is it a homicide? Do they have people they're looking at? These are things that the police need to come out and do, because due to the fact that the police is not doing this, the general public is building their own stories.
Yeah, true. And
definitely.
this is true, and that's what I'm saying. So sometimes we have to understand, we're not saying that the police them should come out and say them have 10 pieces of evidence and this is what it is, one is this and one is that. No, but you need to come out and explain to this public that this is an ongoing thing, and we got leads that we're following it up, because we don't want it to push under the rug like all of the other one them. You understand?
Am I allowed to jump in now, sir?
Yes, Mark, when you're
Yes.
ready.
Okay, good day to all on the platform here. My view of it is simply, because I'm tired of the lies and everything that going on. And I make my assumption by listening to members of the family, right? And I am sure that the truth is going to be revealed, and the two main player in this is the little boy that I think his name is Demar, and the mother of the baby. Those are the two players. I heard from the little boy, that's Demar, that's Jayden friend. I watched the video with him, and I heard what he said from his mouth. I don't listen to what people said. I listen to what the person who is saying it. And what I gather from it was that Demar was Jayden was instructed to be where he was waiting.
Right,
And
because that road there, I'm wondering, that piece of straight road there, go. So
Yes,
because
I know the
I've
road
been
well.
doing that, since yesterday. I've been doing that.
Yeah.
So I've been watching and I've been analyzing,
Right.
and I've been, because I said I don't. Because one of the things that I don't like to do, I don't like to speak and not knowingly. So I go
Exactly.
back and I go back through some of the things. But the one that I watched the Mother's one 5 times. But as you were
Yeah.
saying, why that road? Why would he go up on that road after all of these years going to school?
And that road. So he was out of, let me tell you something. This is not an accident. This is something that's well planned. And that is why he was instructed to go there. You understand?
And as they all are saying, that he is a manageable kid, he's a respectable kid. So if an auntie or
Exactly.
uncle tell him, say, come along a John Brown, he will
Mark,
come
Mark,
there.
He's gonna do it.
Mark,
Yes,
Mark,
ma'am.
clarification. There are cameras on that road. However, they're saying that the citizens who have the cameras are not willing to share the camera footages.
Yeah,
So
I know. When I said there,
there are
sorry. When I said there's
cameras,
no
there are
camera,
cameras, but the
yeah, when
people
I said there's
have
no
not
camera, I'm not.
willingly to show
It's
the
in
footage.
public cameras.
Yeah, I'm talking about public camera. That's what I'm talking about.
But all right,
You know?
so this is what people need to understand again. And so people, when people talk in story, they need to understand rules and laws and regulation of what they're
Right.
talking about. Because if a police officer have any form of inch that a camera holds vital evidence, they can get a judge to summons them to release it.
And they will
Right.
get it.
That's what we
They
don't know
will
if
get
they have
those
already
camera.
done. We
So
don't
They
know if
will
they
get
already
those
did that.
camera.
right, so that is what I am saying, that we are not here putting anybody under capital punishment, and we are not
Right.
saying that the police system are not doing, but we are saying you should keep us up to date. You should let us know what's going on, because name all of the other people and that happen to be missing. It just goes till it goes under the rug.
Facts.
Right. Well, I am all the way in London, England, and I'm getting ready to go and print my T-shirt, Justice for Jayden, because I follow this case and I know it's not gonna end good for him. I know it will not end good for him.
Yeah.
We have to face
Yeah.
reality. You know,
Yeah,
we have to face reality.
You know what? To be honest with you, because I said my own story on this on live before, where I at 13, 14, somewhere there, I had went away when my uncle threatened to beat me when he come
Yeah.
from work, right? And I was up there for about a good 2 months. But the thing is this, there was no